Like she was like, well, everybody should, everybody's entitled to their own hobbies. I'm like, that's fine, but I'm not DTY, so whatever.
No. You are not indeed, neither is Brinton.
Did we green all those rooms then?
Yes. So they are now officially explored. But the only question that I have now is I'm not sure of a place where the Medal of the Wolf would work. Because I was hoping that this would lead us to the second metal object.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't. Or the second umbrella logo. Let's just be honest.
We didn't even get the one.
What was that?
We didn't get the one either.
We have the one.
Oh, we did.
Right
oh, never mind. I'm drunk.
It's all right. We're both drunk now. That's the way it goes.
You got some red rooms on the other side of the...
Okay, so no, never mind. This was the yawn room. That's the one we were just barely in.
Oh, okay.
And the other one we can't get into because the knob is broken.
No. Because it's locked from the other side.
Yeah, that's right. Locked from the other side, and I think we found out where it goes, but it's not helpful. Yeah, locked from the other side. Okay.
Wait, I wonder if whatever is blocking the yawn room will lead us there at some point.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought too, but we need to find it first. So... Okay, so that's going to take me out all the way out to the balcony. Let's bring up floor 1 again.
Oh, that's a lot of red, actually. Oh, it's mostly just herbs and stuff that we have.
Okay, we have... Oh, that's right! We have a basement room that we weren't able to unlock.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we should...
That might give us the room that we need for the Medal of the Wolf.
Yeah, when we go back in here, let's go ahead and save. That'll be a good idea.
Yes, that would be a good idea indeed. Indeed, Aldo. See, I call it the Professor Slughorn laugh.
Oh, really?
That's what I wanted Slughorn to sound like in the 6th Harry Potter movie.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just for me that joke comes from my time doing improv. My friend Brady, actually, so my friend Brady is another podcast I do.
Okay.
Where every month we all just gonna sit down and talk about like a topic. So we'll sit down and we'll talk about I'm trying to think about some of the stuff that we've done before, and all of a sudden I'm having a blank. The one we just did was the name of our show is like Reviews versus the World.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was Reviews versus the World.
Yeah. So the last one we just did was Reviews versus newspaper comics.
Okay.
Or like the Sunday Funnies or whatever that type of stuff. So
so like Beetle Beatty.
Yeah.
Like that.
So actually, I made a joke about Beetle Bailey on the podcast because I don't. Because we were talking about like some of the comics that like not just entertained but also had like a political standpoint and whatever.
Mm.
So we were talking like Charlie Brown, right?
Okay.
And I made a joke about like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, you want deep psychological stuff like Beetle Bailey.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he was saying like, no, you want stuff that like challenges you, makes you think. And I was like, what about Beetle Bailey? And he looked at me. He looked at me with like a glare, and he was like, what about Beetle Bailey? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna get this far with this joke. Should we reload? Should we reload the shotgun? Because we got 3 bullets.
You know what? Usually I don't go down that line, but we'll go ahead and do that now because apparently I'm a hipster and I didn't even realize. Oh, here we go. The power doesn't seem to be turned on.
Oh.
So this is the door. Nope, this is not the door.
Oh.
Okay,
it's on the other side of that room.
Come on through to the other side. Oh, jeez, this just reminds me of Resident Evil 7.
From the other side.
Okay. Of course. Come on through to the other side. Okay. This is gonna
Wait, was there anything in that sink across from that door?
Let's check. Now this is I don't know if we mentioned it the first time we went through this room, but this is the infamous room from the director's cut that people. Oh my gosh!
No. Over there to the left. Yeah. Is there anything there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I just looked like there could have been something
dude,
there. Oh wait, you get some ammo.
Oh good.
Right here.
And a dagger. There's a dagger on the table.
Oh hey.
Yay! I'm actually stockpiling daggers, people. You can be proud of me now. And it's handgun ammo. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Because that's what I needed around that time. Okay. So speaking of the podcast, and feel free to finish the story, but I actually do want to put this question out there because people do ask this a lot of me, and it gets asked to all of the panelists, but specifically to Aldo. And I think it's partially because, again, Aldo's the one I get where it's like, did you kick him off the podcast? Did you fire him? No. Why would I fire Aldo? Because, like, I would miss out on great moments like raccoons. And
You can't fire me if you don't pay me.
that's true too. I don't technically pay him. Well, why don't you pay him? I wish I could. You know what? For the material that Aldo's given me, I would pay him. If I could make that work, I totally would. But people actually wanted to ask, like, what were your first thoughts about being on the podcast? If you ever had major regrets about it, had major points where you were about to say, like, fuck Drac, I'm out of here. I'm officially done with this bullshit kind of thing. And I think it's mainly just to stir up bullcrap, but it is actually a worthwhile question for people to ask.
Oh, I've never really had. It's not nice. What?
Really? The metal objects don't work on this door?
I guess not until we have both of them. Then
I guess so. Okay, so we need to find the second metal object, and for that we need the metal of the wolf. We need to figure out what that's going to do.
I mean, not really. I haven't really had anything that made me want to like quit the podcast.
No.
I mean, maybe take a break, because we don't really do like seasons. So like we're reporting,
we should, like, people have I've had like fellow podcasters recommend you should really do seasons, because then you would be low on stress and all that.
Yeah,
but
like I mean, like John Oliver, right? Like he's a weekly news show and he does seasons. So like there's like a month or two where they take a break. And honestly, like the only time it really gets stressful doing the podcast was essentially end of October. Like,
yeah,
from the end of October until like mid-January, that's stressful because that's a lot of holidays, a lot of stuff going on.
See, at that point, like, I have considered doing seasons for the podcast, but it's like, well, where do I put it? Because either I would put it right there, or I would put it like in this time frame where there's not a whole lot of stories going on.
Right. So yeah, so it's kind of like
it's like choices, because then at that point, like, you have that 1 week where you get this awesome story that you want to talk about. It's like, oh crap, we're not doing that.
Yeah. To which, I mean, if we wanted to do seasons. Oh,
have I shown this?
There's a cutscene.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is different now. You can actually let a Cerberus in here. I forgot about that. Well, that's a waste of shotgun ammo. I'm glad I did it, because then at that point we can say that we did, but I completely forgot about that. No, I was looking for the door to... What I'm wondering is if the wolf emblem will work at the cabin where we saw Lisa.
Oh,
and I can't remember how to get out there. Let's try going out to the residence and see if that gives me the path. If it doesn't, then that's fine.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, nothing really. I mean, back before we had Brenton, it does get a little, it was a little bit like, oh, I have to be there this week, right? Like, but ever since we got Brenton in, and we kind of.
Well, this is how the podcast has evolved. Is that now we've actually got a couple of other stand-ins that we can bring in now, and that way people can take time off. Even though, funniest thing is, like, and Aldo can attest to this, I don't mandate that people be there. If crap happens with your family, I say go and handle that.
Do we have the Eagle medal?
No, not yet.
Not yet, okay.
Oh, you know what? That's probably it. Like, we have to couple those two together for a door. That sounds really familiar. Oh, which door was it that took us out to Lisa?
Oh, so we need that and the
courtyard. Here it is. Okay, and there are red doors. So
those are elevators.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, because they're squares.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh, we need to go inside the courtyard study. To get the Eagle medal.
Okay, so this is the courtyard area. Let's go grab that.
Okay, and then I think those should be able to take us down under. I totally did not just read that from a guy on the internet.
No, of course not. Of course
instinct.
Not. We're doing this herdcore.
Survival instincts.
Herdcore.
I was reading an interview they did with a girl from the Ermagerd meme.
Ermagerd!
She hates that meme. She's like, out of all the photos that could have like become popular, that's the one. I was like, yeah.
That's the one that pisses you off?
Well, like, that's the one that got famous, right? So like,
yeah.
that's it pisses her off.
Ermagerd, it's Birkin! Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, but yeah. So I mean, honestly, not that much. I mean, if I hated the podcast, I just I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it, and I'd probably get like some kind of a notification from you just going, look, I'm busy from here on in, and don't talk to me.
Yeah.
But
I can't make it this week. Also, I can't make it like any other week ever.
Ever?
Also, please don't call me.
Yeah. Don't call me. I'll call you.
Sincerely, Gomez.
Yeah, exactly. Gomez out. Mic drop.
Bam.
That's exactly how it happened, people.
I mean, oh, hey, snakes.
Well, that didn't work.
It's angry because we killed Jan.
You killed our mother, you son of a bitch! Oh, sorry, you bitch!
Oh.
Sorry, we don't know what actual reproductive organs look like.
We're just snakes.
But then Jill drops Trow, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
I'm not gonna go any further.
This is as weird as.
Oh, we're
as
poisoned.
We are poisoned, so.
Great. Maybe we should wait till we're out of here before we cure ourselves. Like,
yeah.
We're inevitably just gonna get.
This one we can't do because we need a battery.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
right,
that
we
much.
have
Because I think that's the elevator down to the facility now. What about over here?
What about over here?
I don't know.
What about Beetle Bailey?
What about me? I wanted to be part of this podcast now because I'd be that guy of I used to like Foxtrot. Like my family used to love The Far Side. That was why we read the Sunday Funnies. We read The Far Side and that was it.
So that's one of the ones that we brought up because we did a roundtable thing where everybody talked about their favorite newspaper funny.
Okay, this is The Residence.
Is this not The Study?
No.
You sure? Okay.
This is back to the Residence of Plan 42.
Oh, but that was my buddy's pick was The Far Side. Let's open up the map.
Okay.
What are we doing? Oh,
I went down the route. Like I was gonna go look for the Lisa Trevor cabin, and then you talked about the eagle emblem, and I don't think we've come across it.
I don't think we can.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because crap, I was hoping that the first aid spray would
No,
cure
we're gonna
poison
need blue
too.
herbs, right? Or red herbs? There's a red herb.
No, it's blue. Blue, you need it. Red amplifies, and then blue cures poison.
Oh.
I know enough about this because I had my friend pester me enough about it. It's like, no, you're using it wrong. Oh, hey, here we go. Blue herb. Use them. Yes. You have neutralized the poison in your body. Yay. We made it work, Aldo.
Yay.
Now, the other question that I get about the podcast is whether or not, because ever since I launched a new podcast on the channel, if you guys haven't seen it, called Why We Geek, now I'm getting asked, like, which Geek News podcast member is actually going to make it onto the podcast? I haven't planned that far ahead. I really haven't. Like, Why We Geek is more of a side project podcast for me. So I'm not saying that to all the people who are screaming out, he's not going to have Aldo. No, that's not what I'm doing here, people. I would have Aldo on, but I want to make sure that the subject actually deems for Aldo to be on, or if I can bring on, I don't know, heaven forbid, another YouTuber, and maybe do some, it's an old-fashioned word called socializing. So that's what I've been doing. But no, I've already got subjects that I think Aldo would want to be in on. I just haven't said you guys are solid members on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you know what? I mean, I might as well invite you while we're on the air. I mean, I'll get in talks with my friend, but we're gonna be doing an Overwatch podcast.
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? We're doing it live. We're
doing it live, people.
Texting it right now. I don't know if you'd be interested. It's gonna be all through Skype.
I would. I don't play a whole lot of Overwatch just because of my schedule.
Right, but Blizzard though. I mean, we're not gonna play it together. We're just gonna talk about. Why
I would love that.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about why it's great, what's amazing.
Yeah, because Overwatch is amazing.
Yeah.
I especially have been enjoying follow. Oh, here we go. This is the way I was thinking of. This will take me down to Lisa's cabin. No, I've actually been excited about the talk of the new character and everybody thinking that it's going to be Doomfist and it will be played by Terry Crews and then Blizzard coming out and going, no, Doomfist is not the guy. It's like, silly Blizzard, you think we believe you? You're gonna come out on April Fools, and we're gonna find out that the whole Terry Crews thing was an April Fool's joke, and people will still believe it.
Oh, hey, that was just... Yeah, come on.
Boom! Pop goes the butt head. Ooh. Those are octagonal objects. Ah, dang it, I missed. There's something carved in the indentation. 2 vertical lines, a cross, and 3. Could it be some kind of symbol? All right, examine really quick. There's nothing unusual. Made from alloy.
Weird.
Examine. Nope. I have a feeling we would need that, too. Oh, there's something written in this indentation. When the wind sweeps across the Earth stars... Oh.
Wait, can we use the metal object on that one?
Let's try it.
On the right?
Let's try it for the heck of it. I actually think it means like the wind seal, but we use the wind seal. Not necessary to use this now.
Okay.
We need some blue herbs. I'm just saying.
Hey, here, wait, hold on. Go back a little bit. Doesn't that one look like you can zap it? No.
No.
It looked a little too shiny for its own good.
That's how you know you have 2 guys with ADD playing. Does it look shiny enough?
That's what video games do to you. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't take that out of context. It's gonna be taken out of context.
You look for shiny things when you play video games. This is why I can't get a job anymore, people. Yeah. No. I couldn't find the pen that wasn't shiny. Oh, hi. Isn't this a lovely view? I don't know. Oh, jeez. I was literally trying to get into position so that I could pop him like a balloon, and it didn't work out. So that's okay.
And he's still wandering around with like.
He's like, but you ruined my view. This was ecstatic. Oh my gosh. Oh, and you can still hear him too. That's the other cool part. Green herbs, but we want a blue herb because I'm not necessarily hurting for too much. I just want a blue herb. Okay, please don't tell me Lisa's in here. If Lisa's in here, I will crap my pants. Please don't let Lisa be in here. I will indeed crap my pants if she is in here. She's the one thing that I can't deal with in this game. Cannot deal with Lisa Trevor. Alright, we'll save just in case. Just in case I have potentially walked myself into a death trap. Because that'll help, right?
Right.
So while we're doing that, Aldo is, nobody really is set to Why We Geek, and it's just because I want to be able to have that moment where we can, I can pick specific material and bring you guys on and talk about it.
You're invited to the Overwatch podcast.
Yes, I will come. I have no problem doing that.
Anyways.
But yeah, so that's going to happen. I just need to be able to figure out, how I'm going to make that work and for what material. Because I could already tell you guys, I don't have it here, but I have a spreadsheet, full of subjects for Why We Geek. And I just want to make sure that they fall into place in the right times. So, for example, the next episode falls in line with a specific movie that is coming out this year. So I did that. And that's a perfect example of, what I'm trying to aim for. And then eventually, if I can't make it work, then I'll figure it out. I'll figure out a way to be able to get people on. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to put the handgun on just in case.
We should probably bring all 108.
Yes, 108 of my
bullets.
ammo. I thought about bringing the grenade launcher just in case Lisa Trevor comes out. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's right. I have to step down.
Yeah.
Step down.
So according to my instincts,
yes, instincts that are totally not overwritten by the internet.
The book can be found in Trevor's tomb beneath the mural quarter. I can't read off my instincts.
Exactly.
Beneath a mural corridor, after solving the room's puzzle in which a ladder can be climbed down into the tomb and grave can be examined within to...
I wonder if that was the
obtain
wall
book.
room that we came across.
I don't know. This description is very...
Very vague.
Yeah.
Well, let's assume that it's off in the mansion, and then we'll figure that stuff out. That was interesting, though. The gravestone actually spoke about what sounded like the wind seal, and we've already used that to open up the residence. I wonder if we can take that seal out.
It's an area of this picture.
Oh, wow. Acid vomit. All right. That's good to know. Good to know, game. We appreciate that. Oh, and he got back up.
Huh.
The only question is whether or not he is a Crimson Head.
Oh, it's the room with the mother and child. I don't know. I'm lost.
Welcome to Resident Evil. That's the problem. Resident Evil is one of those games where you marathon it because you don't want to forget where you were at.
Or where
but
stuff
we'll
is.
make it work. I have a feeling that the mother... It talked about a mother and child, right?
Yeah.
That may be the room with the moving
Well, isn't
walls.
that? Didn't we get a hint earlier telling us to go there? There was like a hint about going to like a room
Probably.
with a painting in the back of a mother or something. Like
The
that.
other thing, too, that I remember is there is actually something involving these...
We did that already.
Oh, we did
though.
that? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I couldn't remember, but...
That is something that we have done.
So we've taken care of that, and we don't need to worry about that later. Oh, yay. Let's see. So going into the next question that we have, and this one is fairly appropriate, because we are literally like T minus... do we go into that one, or do we go into... We have
Well, I mean, to be fair, at the time of recording, we're like T minus 5 days. Yeah.
from it. Okay.
Oh.
Actually, since you shared a story on this, I actually am going to share this one too, because people like it when we do this inside knowledge stuff about the podcast. Believe it or not, so like people were asking about your fears or concerns when joining the podcast. I'm just going to go ahead and answer it too, because believe it or not, wait. Oh, it was a metal object that we put in there. Okay. Well, you know what? Use this. We're going to grab this again. Will you take the stone and metal object? Yes! So that'll be helpful. But yeah, to mind, like, did I have fears or concerns to bring on Aldo? Actually, I did a little bit.
Because, I mean, mind you, we didn't know each other before the podcast.
Well, we knew each other briefly. Like we've met
passing.
once or twice.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was basically I would come in to do stuff for the radio station.
And I would be there working on the stuff with the newspaper.
Yeah. And occasionally, like, you'd be watching, like, Full Metal Alchemist, and you and me would come together on it and go, oh, yeah, this is an amazing series. And
Oh, yeah, because I would
yeah.
I would have it playing in the background while I was, like, editing papers or something.
Yeah. The thing that threw me off concern-wise was you had told me that you had done a podcast before. And so I'm like, oh, shit. He's probably done, like, a big professional podcast, and I'm not looking to do a professional podcast. I want to do, like, a casual thing. And so I was really worried, like, that first time, where it's like, he is going to have expectations, and we're not going to meet it, and I'm going to be screwed.
Which, to be fair, it was a fairly professional podcast.
It was, I went full professional for that first couple of months, and then I finally just said, fuck it.
No, but I mean, the podcast I'd been on was, because I had been on, what was it called? Big Shiny Podcast.
Okay.
Which is a podcast from the Big Shiny Robot family. I'm sorry,
that's
I'm
right.
burping into the mic.
It's almost like you ate something just before, and I'm not going to punish him or anything. I mean, for crying out loud, Alex does that when we do a podcast together.
All I ate was like a beef stick.
Yeah. How dare you eat something before a podcast, sir?
And I mean,
where's your professionalism?
I mean, to be fair, I did talk about earlier in the day eating a naked chicken's chalupa, so that's probably coming back.
Crap! Now I'm hungry for Taco Bell. Maybe I'll grab that when I go get my daughter.
Yeah. What was it? What was it? Oh yeah. So.
Yeah. So you told me you'd done a podcast before.
Yeah, which was the Big Shiny Podcast, and the guy that runs it, the tech guy. Should we save since we're in this room? and you're poisoned?
Yes, because we're also poisoned, and it does whittle away at your health.
Yeah.
And I haven't come across a blue herb just yet.
So it had been the Big Shiny podcast. The guy that runs it, well, the guy that runs the technical aspect of it, that was like his major was like audio engineering.
Yeah.
So he has like a really excellent setup, professional mics for like everybody. Everybody gets their own headphones.
Like at home, or he would like rent out an area.
No. We'd all go out to somebody's house together.
Oh, okay.
There.
So kind of like the setup that you do with us, like for Anime Bonsai and all that.
Yeah.